making PayPal.
He made PayPal?
And then he sold it to Google for like $1 billion.
You know what I was thinking? Like Google as a company are low-key like trillionaires. Cause everybody has that on their phone, bro.
Not even trillions, they're like they're like closely known on like quadrillionaires, bro. They run every single search engine, you know. Their servers run like half the country.
Literally.
They got more satellites in the sky than the Soviet Russians did.
Like literally everybody on the planet has Google on their phone.
Even the poor people.
Low-key.
Even the Ethiopians.
Like even people.
Time travel is like amazing, but as long as you don't mess with time like itself. You know what I mean? Like, because every move you do in there creates a new timeline. Like if you step on a rock that was meant to get run over by like Abraham Lincoln, that's like a whole different timeline now.
I mean, that wouldn't.
Like if you time travel, you gotta be in a glass box in the sky, bro.
Wait, who scored?
I think it was Ray. Yo, the camera caught it.
Bro was looking at the game. He didn't see. But if you take somebody.
If you take somebody from the past and then just leave them in the present, then that's different.
No, if I'm saying like, what if you take somebody from the present and then put them in the past?
That's still.
And then see how like they evoluted from those points, bro.
Evolved?
Yeah, evolved, bro.
No, that's still bad because then that person's retaining knowledge from the present. Like, let's say you put your mom in the past. You can be like, what's Facebook? To like all the.
I mean, if I put my mom in the past,
I'm
not gonna be born.
Exactly.
You know that, right?
You're gonna be born like 200 years before.
I'm not gonna be alive. You know that, right, bro?
Imagine like you send your op to slavery.
You just touch him.
You're like, yo, what's good, bro? And he goes back to being a slave. Yeah, that'd be funny though. Yo, you hate like your biggest op. You send him to Hiroshima on that day. You just gotta touch him and then you send him back to like Hiroshima.
Like, what if Hiroshima and Nagasaki never happened, bro?
See, the funny thing about that, it wasn't supposed to be those targets. The targets were actually
in Tokyo.
No, Osaka and Nagasaki. But they couldn't aim there because it was too cloudy over those cities.
Yo, I feel like.
So because it was too cloudy that day, they chose Hiroshima.
I feel like that was like the biggest crash out in American history, bro. When FDR did that shit, bro.
Like the thing is, it's not even the biggest crash out. The biggest crash out was when we had the Civil War. Motherfuckers really crashed out by having their wheat threatened.
But like, he put 2 bombs on their heads, bro. Until they surrendered, he was not gonna stop.
I mean, they didn't stop.
He was about to do those whole things. So like, FDR really stood on business, bro.
No, but like, it's crazy how like clouds can like fuck up the whole trajectory of shit.
You can't see what you're hitting, bro. So imagine like putting a whole nuke.
You like missed by like a mile.
A whole nuke in the ocean, bro. That you pay like $100 million for.
That you like put like. That you put like your blood and sweat tears into and you miss. Oh! You ever watch The Sopranos?
Yeah.
Oh!
I watched like, I think season 1.
I love their O's. Oh! Every time I get disrespect, I'm gonna just say, oh!
I feel like, what if we go back in time and then you create the mafia?
I would go back in time and be like a part of it and then just disappear. The question is, how fast does time move when you're in the past? Does it move the same? Like if you spend a day in the past, is it a day in the present? Or do you go back to the same point where you left off?
I mean, I feel like...
Because if you go in the past for like 10 days, you're missing for 10 days in the present.
No.
So is it like when you time travel, you just stop at that point in time and then time travel back?
Yeah. With time travel, the past is the present now for you, bro.
Yeah, but like even when you time travel back to the present where you were at, are you in the same day that you time traveled back to the past, or are you in the day like 10 days after,
Dude,
or did it like a day pass or 2 days pass?
nah. You just time
Like
travel
what's the
back at
time?
same,
What's the time currency in that?
at the same thing, bro.
Because you know how do you ever watch Doctor Who?
Yeah.
You know how when they time travel back to where they left off. Are they setting that, or is that the rule about time travel?
I feel like when you time travel in the past,
Are you time traveling to where you left off, or is that the rule? Like you time travel back to where you off no matter what?
because if you time travel back to where you left off, that would probably change the trajectory too.
No, because nothing would change because you're not missing for like 10 days.
But now,
But if you
got like a search warrant. looking
yeah,
for you,
exactly, and you come back and you're like everyone's about like your mom just killed herself because she was missing you.
like
Like
so
that's a whole
the trajectory.
change, yeah. So like, are you setting the time travel back to where you left off, or are you like, ooh, yeah? So like, are you like setting it back to that time like manually, or is it like that's the automatic rule?
Yeah, that's no automatic rule, bro. Cause you just can't control like time itself.
And like, what if someone sees you time traveling? Does that change the trajectory of time?
You mean sees me time travel?
Like, let's say you're like time traveling in your room, and then your mom walks in, thinking you're beating your dick, and then she just sees you come back in with a Victorian dress.
like you know, how do you think time? How do you explain to me like how do we time travel? Like in a machine or like?
Is it like a portal spawns, or is it like you have a machine like it's Family Guy?
I'm thinking,
I think it's like a portal just spawns.
nah.
I think you have like a remote, and then your portal just spawns.
Like I'm thinking,
Or is it like the Family Guy where they have that big ass fridge?
I'm thinking.
I'm thinking it's like
you
Family Guy.
You just think of a time period you want to go to in your head, and then
But there's
you
so
know,
many
like,
setbacks to that, because like what if you're in class and you're like reading about the 50s, and then you just you're missing.
Nah. Like, hear me out. Like you think of the time period you want to go to in your head, and then you know the thing where like you put like two fingers on like right here, and then that's when you do
Bro,
it.
are you referencing Goku right now, gang?
Yes, bro. And then that's where you do it.
No, I feel like it's more like a portal. Like you control it. Like it's like a remote.
Like
You ever
Doctor
seen Click?
Strange.
You ever see Click
Yeah.
with Adam Sandler? It's like that, but like with time travel.
A remote.
You like it's like a changeable. You like scroll
Like, you
down
just
to like
have
the
a
time
main-
period.
You just have a main menu.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just scroll slavery, Civil War,
Like June 17, 1979. Like let me try with him.
and then you could see like classified files, and you go back in that time.
See, but the thing is, if it's like a whole digital screen, then that means you could choose where you teleport to, right? Not just a day.
But I feel like with the Doctor Strange stuff, that would be like
That'd be OD.
more horrible.
Like just hop in a phone booth. That is fire. Hell yeah.
And then she's jumping.
Yo, imagine you're like in class and you're like, let me show y'all the actual 50s.
But now you have the CIA after you, bro.
Yeah, but then you could just time travel in the like in the past and not have that do it.
But now I can shapeshift, bro. You're not getting it, bro. Well, now I can shapeshift into one of the CIA. You ever seen Terminator 2?
Oh yeah.
Like that guy?
What if it's like Doctor Strange? Like you just
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. Just like
that's aura.
keys.
You're like yo, like you go find shit on date and you're like, I got a plot. Let's go get murdered by the Zodiac.
Like you could just stop the Zodiac.
You could, but then actually that wouldn't matter because no one ever finds out who the Zodiac is. If you stop him after his final murder and you're like, I got you now, that doesn't change any
But
trajectory.
with time travel, if you kill all the serial killers, nothing changes.
No, it does
Kill
change.
all people.
If you kill them before their identity is out, then it's like history doesn't revolve that way anymore. There's no TV shows about them. There's like no TikTok era anymore. You gotta kill them after like their identity is formed, or like if they never get found who they are.
Like, say
Like okay, like let's say like like the Zodiac killer is done killing, right?
Yeah.
You time travel to a point where he's like retired, like he hasn't killed in years now, right? Right?
But the thing is, bro, you don't.
You don't get credit for it, but you still have the idea that you killed the Zodiac killer.
But how are we gonna find like the Zodiac victims and where he is, bro? At that exact time.
Because you're in the present, you have all the case files.
Or you can't like find like the exact point where he's gonna be.
Yeah.
So you gotta like find him.
You gotta like kind of guess a little bit. You're like, oh, I got a minute off. Yeah, imagine like time travel and then you just see the dead body. Like, oh, I'm late.
I'm late. Or you go back in time like 5 minutes at that exact same point.